Hello, my name is Zimmaron and thank you so much for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the law of attraction and the secret and the art of manifestation and what it really means and how do you do that? How do you manifest and create what you want? Well, the good news is that every single human being is already a master manifester. There's actually nothing you need to do to become a master manifester because everything that you have in your life, you created and you manifested. And everything that you don't have in your life, you haven't created and didn't want and therefore don't have it. Now, for those of you that want more than what you currently have or want something different in your life to currently what you have, the only issue that you have with manifesting and manifestation is that there's an incongruency between your unconscious mind, okay, that's 90%, 90 to 95% runs the roost, runs your ability to create and manifest in your reality versus the 5 to 10% that is the conscious mind. So that is the only thing that affects what it is that you manifest and create in your life. So if your conscious thoughts happen to also be in alignment and attune with your unconscious thoughts and beliefs and so forth, then when there's a harmonic convergence, then you will start manifesting whatever it is that you're putting your focus on or visualizing or hoping to create in your life. So, the law of attraction is really sort of like it's a concept that is used as a marketing ploy, to teach people how to get what they want, and how to become successful and all of this sort of stuff. So people sort of just jumped on the bandwagon for something that is a completely natural part of life because your brain and your mind is a manifesting machine. It was designed to make manifest and to create on this earthly plane, in this physical world. And so, that's exactly what its function and design is. And the only thing that's in your way is the incongruencies, the areas where you unconsciously have a program or a belief system that overrides your conscious desires and wants and things that you want to create in your life. Now, there's another factor that's really, really important to understand about manifestation and creating your true desires. There's another reason why people don't necessarily always create what they want. And it's literally where spirit or the divine or, whatever your belief system is as far as a higher power will override your own personal desires. Okay, so that's where your superconscious mind or your I am presence or your soul, whatever we want to call it, where it will actually intervene and override your own personal desires. And usually there's two reasons why that happens. Number one is as a protection mechanism, okay, because maybe what it is that you're wanting to create and wanting to manifest in your life is going to be harmful to you, detrimental to you, or lead you astray in a way that your soul or your higher self will not want to allow you to create because for many, many reasons it could really derail you and who you are and all of that sort of stuff and create problems. And so therefore it will override your desires. So that's one of the reasons why the universe will override you. And the other reason why is because, which is sort of, I guess, the same thing, really, is because there might be certain lessons or life lessons that you need to have. And so therefore it will override your desire to create something, because you still need to have certain life lessons before you're ready to create what it is that you want to desire. But the truth is, regardless of whether that happens or not, if you're truly in alignment with who you truly are, and you're really working on becoming who you are, and using the affirmation, who am I, and really aligning with love and your passion, and checking in with yourself through your meditations and self-introspection and becoming hyper aware, then hopefully those incongruencies between who you are and what you're supposed to create in your life and in your reality will become more apparent, and so those incongruencies will decrease. But it is true that it is really, really important for any individual to be constantly looking at their thoughts and working on the unconscious programs, because the unconscious programs will always override you, and will also override the good things that you can create in your life as well, okay? Because there's the one gift that all of us have been given to embody on this planet and to be on this planet, is the gift of free will, okay? So the divine, very rarely will it override one's free will, and unless, it was for one of those two reasons that I expressed. So that it is the reason why some people might actually create what it is that they're wanting to create, even though it's not for their highest good, because they actually need to have that lesson and hopefully will eventually discover that it wasn't really what they wanted and it doesn't make them happy. And then they will, be able to let go of that and pivot and start creating what it is that they want. So, that's just the little basics there of manifestation and the law of attraction. Once again, one of my main principles that I really want to put out there is that it's important to find that congruency within yourself. It's important to always be looking at your thoughts and your feelings, and looking at what it is that is holding you back from living at your most optimal life, because it's the only way to change. And there's three main components to manifestation and to creating anything that you want in your reality, almost anything, based on the exceptions that I just outlined. And that is, number one, that you have to have the clear vision and thought. Okay, so you have to think about it and ideally visualize it. Make it as real as possible, whatever the outcome is that you're looking to create. As an example, if you're looking to be rich, okay, which seems to be one of the most driving factors on the planet this day, people wanting to make money and making extra money. My suggestion is not to be focusing on money necessarily, and not to be visualizing, having a wad of cash in your hand. Now, that may work and you might get that wad of cash in hand, but will you feel fulfilled? If you don't have the vision for what that money is for. What's far more powerful and what will allow you to create something that might require a large sum of money is to visualize the outcome. Visualize you having that object or launching that business or whatever it happens to be, and see yourself interacting with it and engaging with it, and what that result is like. Now, the second factor is, after the visualization and the actual thought, is during that to engage the emotions. Okay, you have to engage emotions, otherwise you cannot create. The thought and the emotion, which is the mental and the emotional bodies, the heart and mind, must be unified in order to be able to create and manifest. And there's been scientific studies done that have shown that without the visualization and the thought, the emotion alone will not generate any results, and vice versa. The visualization and the thought alone without the emotion behind it will also yield 0 to no results. And that's a scientific fact, and that's been proven in different studies that have been done using quantum mechanics and the quantum field and all of that quantum science. So it's really, really important to have those two factors. And then the third factor is the congruency, that it's in alignment with who you are, and that it's truly something that you want to create, and that you have the right reasons for wanting to create it. And that you're focusing on the right thing, which is usually the outcome and not the means, because if you think that it's just money that you need in order to create and manifest certain things in your life, then you're severely restricting yourself, because what if it comes from a gift, or what if it comes as a handout? The universe has infinite ways of being able to deliver what we're asking for and what we're trying to create in our lives. Now, it does require action as well, and that's a part, I'm going to sort of tag that on with the congruency side, because it does require action. Okay. In some cases, yes, you can sit and, a check might arrive in the mail or something like that. But ultimately, the universe wants to see that you've got some skin in the game, that you truly actually desire it and want it. So, you're looking for opportunities to make things happen, because sometimes, like if it's a business or something like that, maybe you're going to manifest and create a business partner or someone that might be able to teach you how to do something, or that will lead you on a path that will eventually yield the result that you're desiring. It just completely depends on the scale, the nature, your beliefs, where you're currently at, and what needs to happen in order to get you to the point where you're actually able to create and manifest that reality into your life. So that's just some basics there as far as manifestation and creation. But the main point is that you're already a master manifester. And if you already understand that and you get it, then it's going to make the rest of the pie so much more easier. And then you don't need to fall into the trap of creating things for the wrong reasons and making the mistakes, and then thinking that, all this woo-woo stuff doesn't actually really work. And it actually does. It does. And as I said, that there's scientific fact behind it all. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. Leave comments below if you've got any questions, any concerns, any topics that you would like me to share, or if you disagree with me, or you've got other things that you would like me to talk about or add to this particular topic when I'm touching on it again in a different way through a different video. And also, if you're interested in working with me one-to-one or in a group environment, then click on the link below and schedule a call, and let's talk and see how I can help you create the life or the business or whatever it is of your dreams, and how to really align with who you truly are, so that you can live in love and live in passion and resolve any and all obstacles and trauma and things that are in the way of you living at 100% in all areas of your life. So thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you again.